Okay, so now we can start the conversation. Let's introduce ourselves first. I'm going to start with me. I'm Gabriel. I'm 22 years old. I live in São Paulo, and I work in the payroll department of a company as an apprentice. What about you, Flávio?
I'm 46 years old. I am software developer and I'm living in São Paulo and that's it.
What about you, Márcio?
So, good evening, everyone. My name is Marcio Nunes. I live from my city called Linhares, in the state of Espírito Santo. I'm 44 years old. I'm a student administration. I'm a student English. I work in the quality control. Uh, uh, I like, I live with my wife and my son. I like to watch several videos and YouTube channel about English. Nowadays, I approve my my time have lunch for I study a little. At night, I participate in this meeting with you every day, 9 p.m. That's it about me.
That's great, guys. Okay, so now let's start the conversation. The second question is, in your opinion, what's the importance of transportation for people's lives? What transportation do you use the most in your life? So, Flavio, can you answer this question first, please?
The transportation improve our life. The quality of transportation improve our life. For example, I had a motorcycle, a little motorcycle, and when I travel with my motorcycle for a long time, I stayed tired, and if in in small pieces of path, uh, our life not change a lot. For example, if I go to a bakery or a supermarket, uh, I think it's not to change a lot. If I have a expensive car or not, but I think if we travel a lot, the our life is more comfortable with the best cars. And how we say it in this video, the uh, how the transportation increase, the our comfortable increase too.
Yeah. So if we have to like travel to a place that is too far from here, we use vehicles. So like we use a means of transportation. We use a mean of transportation. So it can help it can help us to get in the place as soon as possible, right? In
Right.
a fast way. So it helps a lot if we want to travel to a place that is far from here.
And we get tired, less tired, because the best cars are more comfortable. And for example, I had a Go 1.0, when I travel with it, I I tired a lot, and when I change my car for a more comfortable car, I I I get less tired.
Yeah, for sure. We get less tired when we use a mean of transportation to go to some place. It's better to like it's better like you better use a mean of transportation to go to a place that is far from here than like walking, you know. If you walk, you'll take a long time to get in the place. And what about you, Marcio? What's the importance of transportation for you? And what transportation do you use the most in your life?
So, in my opinion, the offer the transportation is very, very important because the people need for your I forgot the name, locomotion, but the people use a lot. Today, we have several different uh, ways transportation uh, eh, for the people use. In my case, I use my car because nowadays I work with my car. The weekend I use my car for my moment relax. But the transportation is the very, very important because the people is necessary realize several things during the day and the uh, school, work, uh, relax, and the another things. The transportation is very, very important.
Yeah. So like if we didn't like have means of transportation like car, bus, subway, I wonder how we would be able to go to some places, you know. So transportation is really important. Is really important. Okay, guys, so let's go to the question. Question number number 5. In your opinion, what elements do cause transportation accidents? How can we prevent them from happening? So, Marcio, how can we prevent these accidents from happening? These transportation accidents?
So, in my opinion, nowadays, the big cause of accidents is the use cell phone during the drive. Is complicated. Here in my city, I see this situation a lot. I believe the prevent for accident, you have your attention, totally attention when you drive your car because you need to drive for you and another person. Today, here in my city downtown, uh, I see the woman across in my front in my front not attention. I'm attention. I stopped my car, but I see she across fresh in my. I forgot na minha frente. I forgot the
In front of you.
Yes. For me, this moment, I stopped my car and I prevent accident. But I said is very, very important. You drive for you and not attention totally because nowadays the traffic is complicated.
Yeah, the traffic is really complicated, especially in São Paulo, which the traffic is like really complicated, because we have a lot of cars, buses, in São Paulo. So São Paulo is a complicated city when it comes to means of transportation. And about cell phone, yeah, I agree with you. I think when we use cell phone, when we use cell phone while we are doing something, we can get unfocused, in another thing. So, for example, as you said, so when we drive, if we use our cell phone, we can't like pay attention to the traffic, and we can cause an accident. So it's really dangerous. And what do you think about like transportation accidents that happens in the air? So for example, transportation accidents with planes, helicopters. So in your opinion, what are the cause of these accidents?
So, in my opinion, I believe this case, I forgot the name, manutenção, because it is necessary verificated a lot this point. Another point, the means the transportation, I believe the experience the pilot, because I remember now the case the singer Marília Mendonça, the pilot not experience in specific locale, but he have a lot of experience that pilot, but in the locale not experience where happening the accident, unfortunately. But about the plane, I believe is a little case, because the I forgot the name, aviação comercial is control about the equipments and the checking. I forgot the name. Regularmente.
Yeah. I think like the experience of the pilot, the manutention of the air transportation are really important points to prevent accidents in the air. And what about you, Flavio? What's your opinion about this question? So, what do you cause transportation accidents? So on land and in the air, or on sea as well. So what's your opinion about that?
In the in the traffic with cars and I think that fatigue awareness campaigns, I think with the people how people are tired, and he spends many hours driving your car, and we lost your attention and sleepy on when the, it he is driving and sleepy. I think we have to do campaigns to alert the peoples about it, about things, and uh, I don't like to travel in certain hours. For example, I like to travel in the morning, because I think it's more security, because I think at night and and in the night uh, happen more accidents, and how Marcia said, distractions with cell phones and drunk people cause many accidents. I think that the government had to make campaigns advertising consciently the persons that these things that happen, and how will be damage to our lives. And because already see many accidents in so in the in highway, and it's very sad. And I think that if you uh, when I am driving in subway, I get a lot of tired when I arrive in the city, because I have many fear to cause accidents and injure another people, and I paid many attention. I think it's because when was uh, I was learning about driving, I saw many videos uh, for accidents. And I feel sad. I think it's the campaign, the government campaign, alert for this thing is a good idea to evitate. And how Mars stayed in the air, uh, preventive maintenance, because I I think that most of accidents in the air are about uh, mistakes that the people do in your maintenance of your planes and helicopter. I don't like it to hike. I don't like travel by air, and I prefer travel by my car. I feel more secure. I think it's this 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 machine this machine are many delicate. One one thing can cause many damage.
Yeah, like about what you said about like driving in the morning. For me, I think it's more secure as well. By the way, my dad likes driving in the morning as well. he prefers driving in the morning by car because it's more secure, you know. In the morning we can see like all the cars, all the buses, we can see everything, you know. But at night we can't see like some cars, some trucks, you know, some buses, and we have a risk of causing an accident, or someone like crashes their car into on our car, you know, or on someone's car. So at night, I think this situation tend to happen more if we compare to in the morning. And about sleeping, yeah, when we are tired, we can sleep while we are driving, and we can cause an accident. And I think this situation happens more with truck drivers, you know, those truck drivers that drive with truck to take some like foods to supermarket, or to take foods to supermarket, you know. So they work for a company, and they use a truck to take foods to supermarket. So in this situation, I think companies need to care more about these truck drivers, you know, because if companies do that, they can like make better, have a better health, and we can like decrease the chance of like they like sleep like on highway, you know, and on the roads. So what do you guys think about that? So truck drivers, in your opinion, how can companies prevent them from sleeping on highways? How can companies do that? How can companies like offer a better health for them? So Marcio, what's your opinion about this?
So about a truck, driver truck is very, very important, the professional, because here in Brazil, several things use transportation about a truck, the cities and the states, the truck is very, very important. About to prevent, I see some factories, the I forgot the prohibit stop the drive after 10 hours at night. The driver can drive and by 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. This period, the driver can the driver can use your truck. After this period, the driver need parking your truck for the moment de rest. In the truck nowadays exists the equipment, this name tachography. Here the company control the driver about time and speed he use your truck. But here in Brazil, we have several drivers, our drivers, the people have your truck is particular truck. The people use it in any any moment. The about this people use your particular truck. In several cases, the truck is an old truck where have several problems of the maintenance. I believe the about the company is more control about your trucks and drivers. In Brazil, here in Brazil, a little complicated about, but is the important profession for us.
Yeah, definitely. It's an important profession for our lives, because foods we consume at home, we just can consume them because of these truck drivers. So in your opinion, companies need to give them more rest time, right? So they can sleep, and the risk of sleeping on highways the decrease, right? So that's your point, right? You're muted.
Yeah, thank you, Gabriel. Yeah, because it is more easy to drive during the day. You said not another question. The driver have more control during the day. At night is the complicated because your freeway here in Brazil have some problems. I I talk about here my state nowadays is this simple freeway. I don't say about this a rodovia simples, não duplicada. Here in the simplest freeway is the dangerous freeway here in my state. The drivers need to have more time in the rest because driving during the day is um, more easy. Security.
Yeah, Marcia. It's really important. It's really important to provide like these things to the truck drivers. And what about you, Flavio? Do you have another solution for these accidents? Accidents that happen with truck drivers?
I think that the government should encourage cheaper hotels, because drivers sleep in the truck, and when we stop on the gas station, we saw many drivers sleeping in their truck, and I think it's this reason the drivers don't rest the necessary to continue your travel. And I feel a little sad about it because the government don't worry with your population that is sleeping in your truck, and they don't have a good quality of your life. I think the government should to encourage with taxes, with with uh, with lots to in the uh, near of the highway to another companies make hotels to our drivers rest. I think it's can how we will be less accidents and the government will spend less with hostels with policies that and I think will lost many uh, I don't know many goods and then yeah, our production will be more will be cheaper because when we lost many products, our productions become expensive. And for example, one company lost your truck, and the company have to fix your truck and lost many products in the highway, and we our production become expensive. I think if the government create these hostels in the highway, our population can be many benefits.
Uh,
Can have not can be can have
yeah.
many benefits.
Good solution, Flavio. Yeah, I think if companies like provide hotels to truck drivers, I think it'll be a good way to to provide them a way of resting, you know. So if truck drivers rest if they can rest especially for like some hours, they can drive in an efficient way, and we can decrease the risk of truck accidents on highways.
Another moment, Gabriel, Flávio said, existe program in the government about to create the points of stop the drivers at night in uh, every state here in Brazil, because nowadays where exists the specific point where have security for the drivers stopped at night, the driver is necessary to pay for parking your truck there. It has to during the night, during at night, because another point is dangerous because the still of the products your truck. Existe this program I see in the television another moment, but is not, I forgot how to say, está parado.
Está parado. I've never heard of it, but does this program happen all over Brazil or just in some states?
Oh, this program, I forgot the name. In Brazil, every state, because it is necessary, the point is security for the drive truck stop during the night.
Wow, that's a good program. I've never heard of this program. Yeah. This program is really important for truck drivers, so they can sleep well and drive in an efficient way later. Okay, guys, so like we're, for example, you, Marcio, and Flavio, we can use like any mean of transportation with no worries, right? But there are some people that has difficulty to use mean of transportation, which are the disabled people. So let's go to the question number 8. In your opinion, how can disabled people have more accessibility on transportations? What do they need to improve the most about that? What do companies need to improve more about that? So, Flavio, how can we provide a better mean of transportation for disabled people from your point of view?
I like the train transport, how in Europe has, because this type of transportation are cheaper and fast, and secure. I like trains and subways. I think this transportation spend less fuel, and that it's my favorite transportation is subways and trains. And in São Paulo, we have many new trains line, but how we happened in our country, the politicians stole many money, and in São Paulo, I think that the government gain a lot of money with subways, with bus, and this money can spend in other create new lines of trains and subways. In another countries, how Spain, Germany, many people say that the travel by train is more security and relaxed and cheaper.
Yeah. So, in your point of view, companies need to focus on like subways and trains most in order to provide a better mean of transportation for this disabled people, right?
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea because like subways and trains are fast than buses, and they can like take us to place. Yeah, they can take us to a place faster. What about you, Marcio? So how can we provide more accessibility to the disabled people on transportations?
So, in my opinion, in my opinion, I believe it is necessary to study more about the situation. I see in the bus, for example, here in my city, the bus exists, the elevator for the people when is necessary, but in some moment they have the problem about the comportment, the drivers, the bus, because some drivers not stop or not help the people for use the elevator. Your bus is the problem, the comportment. Uh, another situation, I don't remember about the train because I a long time I don't use the train. About the airplane, I believe it is the program about the help the people use the airplane. But I believe it is necessary more study to improve more because nowadays I see the people have more freedom about use the I forgot the name, cadeira de rodas, electrical chair, and another thing is for more transportation is more easy when the people have the problems, the accessibility. But I need is necessary improve a little and more study about the government and the companies here in Brazil.
Yeah, like about like the subways. Like on subway in São Paulo, on subway stations. I don't know if the subway stations have like elevators to these people, you know, elevators or like rampas. I can't say that in English, but I don't know if they have these things on subway stations. I when I go to work, I use like bus and subway. And on subway station I don't see any elevator and any rampa. So I don't know if if disabled people can use the subway stations in São Paulo. I think they can use that, but I don't know how they can like come down the stairs, you know, how they can like go down to get on a subway station. So if subway stations don't have like a hump or an elevator, I think disabled people can't use the subways.
Yeah, another situation. I watched the news another day about the use of the Uber because it's necessary the driver help the people with your forgot the name cadeira de rodas in the inside the car, but have this problem comportment the drive is necessary the government about and talk about more about this subject in the television and the another medias because the education the population.
Yeah, we need to, government needs to talk more about that so people can respect disabled people more. And about like Uber, I think like the Uber pilot when like a disabled person calls a number, I think like this pilot needs to get the person's wheelchair and put in the car's mala. I can't say that in English. And then like make the person get in the car. So I think this is the right way to do that. So but I know some pilots have prejudice against these people and don't want to help them to get in some place and the place they need to. Yeah, guys, that's it. Unfortunately, our conversation is almost good. But first, I'm gonna send you guys 2 links, okay? The first one is the link of the survey. So when you go to this link, you can give us a grade from 0 to 10. And you can also explain to us the reason of your grade. So it's really important to explain to us the reason of your grade so we can improve Talk and Talk more and more, okay? So for example, my grade is 8, but why is your grade 8? Tell us the reason so we can improve TNT more and more. And the second one is the link of our website. Okay, so when you go to our website, you can check our plans out. Okay, you can do that and see what plan is better for you. Yeah, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for the conversation. I hope you guys liked it. I loved it. I think it's an important subject to discuss. And see you guys next time, okay? So have a good evening. Bye.